I remember a long time ago when I was a little girl, I was sleeping over my friend's Portia's house, and we were in her apartment. Her mom wasn't there. It was me, her, and her cousin. And we thought that we heard a noise, and we were just so terrified. And we called my mom. And my mom was like, Kiara, anytime you are scared, whether it's today, later on in life, always say the name Jesus 3 times. And that stuck with me so hard, y'all, because trust and believe my children are doing the same thing. When I said Jesus 3 times that night, I felt so comforted in the Lord, but I didn't even understand the power of the name of Jesus. One thing me and my household does, anytime we hear something weird or we see something weird, me, my husband, and our boys, we are saying Jesus 3 times because Jesus makes demons flee. We know that that's biblical. And when I say if we hear or see something weird, it's probably a commercial that's on TV because y'all know it be all kind of stuff on these TVs nowadays. But in addition to that, if we are watching a movie or if we overhear a song and they are saying words that we don't know, oh baby, we saying Jesus 3 times and the channel is getting turned, the song is coming off. What prompted me to say this video was because I know that there's a Megan Thee Stallion song that's out right now. I think it's her. I've never listened to it because I don't listen to secular music, but I just know from scrolling on TikTok, normally social media is how I really realize these songs even exist. And from scrolling, I overheard, I was like, what is this? But because I didn't understand, I immediately rebuked it and I moved on. Not to say that she's saying something weird or wicked, but you got to be mindful about listening to things where you have no clue what these people are saying. Or just like if we're watching movies and they're doing like magic spells or they're saying something that I don't understand, movie's done for. We're cutting it off because you never know how the enemy is moving. I already told you guys that entertainment, I believe, is the biggest gateway for the enemy to slip in. If he was built looking like a music instrument, then he must have a powerful, heavy influence in the music industry. So we must protect our eye gaze and ear gaze. But I also came across this clip that I wanted to show you guys of somebody, a producer, writer, whatever. She played a big part in the TV show, and she was actually putting real spells in the TV show. And people are playing this show in their living rooms, not even realizing that a spell is literally being cast in their own home. This is why you don't listen to anything that you do not understand. And you say Jesus 3 times to clear the atmosphere because Jesus makes demons flee. Watch this clip.
There's a rumor that production was called by the real witches of New Orleans saying you're playing with fire and you got to change up your chants. It's true?
So in season 1, when I was the writer's assistant, I wrote the chants. And I would go online and like look up spells. I was like, why not? And then I'd like change a couple words. I'd go and I'd like figure out a spell. And then like go and change a couple words to French and a couple words to like Creole, a couple words to like Haitian Creole. Or you could do Google Translate.
Difficult.
You could do Google Translate to Haitian Creole. And then I'd like throw some Latin in. And I was just like making some spells. And then we got a call from a woman in New Orleans who was like, I think that you're playing with fire. I think that you're, what are you trying to do? You're putting these spells in everybody's living room all across America. Like we were like cursing everybody to watch the show. And then I started making